If you're ever in doubt, baby, just do what Johnny Wick could do. Get out that window, you big grub. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it to today, in honor of our 50,000 subs celebration. It's taken us such a short while to get here. I'm going to do a 30 top tips for PUBG Mobile. Now, these aren't all the stock standard ones, but there's a few good ones in here anyway, so why not watch on? Number one, when you're fighting in third person, it's all about exposure. You don't pop out until you're ready to shoot. Unlike our amigo there on the top of the hill, who is going to stand there in all his glory and get completely rinsed. See, this dude, don't be this dude. There is no need to be visible. You can see everything that he is seeing there while you are behind the safety of the hill. This is how you take a third-person fight. You rinse, you repeat, but you do it from behind the hill and you don't pop until there's a target to shoot. Otherwise, you will get absolutely knocked the hell out. Now, third person isn't really my cup of tea, but there is a couple of clutch tips coming up, so don't go anywhere. Number two, don't peek a sniper with an AR. That guy knows I've got a Kar 98. You should know what the gun sounds are. That sounds like a Kar 98. One single bang. If you don't have a level 3 helmet and you peek me and I've got a Kar 98, I will knock you the hell out. Don't peek a sniper rifle with an AR. These are words to live by. Number three, on the hottest 100, use the zone to farm easy endgame kills. Lots of people worry about what's in front of them. The zone is going to flush you really, really easy frags. If you want to build it up at the end of the game, just be aware that people are running into the zone from behind you. Especially useful if you can use natural barriers like the river next to boot camp to move all the poor buggers who've been fighting for their lives in the hottest drop in the game and watch them as they rush towards you heedlessly. Number four, don't get thirsty. This goes for all of us. We all do it. If you knock someone, for God's sakes, just leave them alone. At the end of the game, there's two guys left. Bushka's going to knock a guy. He is then going to proceed to try and clear the knock. Despite, that's just ridiculous. Then I'm going to reload anyway. Don't get thirsty. Get a knock, then get his teammate. Number five, footsteps register at 20 meters on the minimap. That means if you get used to this kind of thing, you can see as soon as footsteps register and know exactly where someone is, how they are moving, where they are in relationship to the structure that you are in, and you can strafe out like this, almost like you've got a wall hack, as soon as their footsteps pop, and know that you are going to be able to absolutely rinse them. Number six, knock teammates are your responsibility. As soon as someone goes down, your aim is not to go and find the guy that shot them. It is to get them the hell up, and then you can go and find the guy that shot them together. It's a relationship based on love, trust, understanding, and the idea that you're a team. If you're not a team, then stop queuing in the squad section with other people. You're just a grub if you do that. Here we go, number seven. Yeah, of course, unless they're immediately right next to you, and then you clear them. I had to put that in there just in case people weren't paying attention. Number eight, don't poke when your teammates are knocked. It is your responsibility to get them up. If you poke like this, your whole squad gets knocked. Watch this, there's one knock. Second guy pokes, two knocks. The third guy, instead of getting those other two up, watch the window on the right. Thanks very much for the squad wipe. Welcome to the lobby, population U. Number nine, one to revive, one to suppress. Mammon's going to go down. I'm going to clear the guy that hit him. I'm not going to bother thirsting that knock. I'm going to get over here and I'm going to get my amigo Mammon the hell up. While I do that, Positive Ways, my mate from Ireland. Number one in Ireland. Number one. He's going to suppress. Look at him. He goes to overlook. Goes passive. Disengages. Is 100% purely intent on keeping his buddies alive. That's the kind of man we need around here. Number 10, don't be a greedy noob like Bushka. There is certainly a feeling when you start getting those knocks, when you start clearing people, that you've got that adrenaline high going, you're invincible. That's just life lying to you. You're not invincible. You're not even that good. All you are is in the right position at the right time. The problem is, if you stay in that right position for long enough, it generally becomes the wrong position. Because squad wiping You've got to get them all. And if you're just thirsting up knocks, they're going to come and shoot you. And then you turn a great game into a crap game, and you're back in the lobby because you're an idiot. Bushka, that was you I was talking about. Number 11, knocked means not alone. If you hit a target and it falls over and it doesn't die immediately, there is another member of that target's squad probably somewhere nearby. So you need to be aware of that at all times, and you need to tailor your gameplay accordingly. This guy goes down. He's knocked. I am 100% like, well, the odds that he jumped boot camp alone are pretty savage. Where's his teammate? There he goes. Teammate goes straight down. No knock. Job done. This doesn't mean that you're always going to see them, but it means that you have to be hyper aware. Once you knock a target, if it doesn't go down straight away, you know that you need to be looking at that minimap. And if you see footprints on the minimap like I do, behind door number 1, there's a really easy kill. If they take out your teammate and they're silly enough not to remember this, you can just quite simply give an eyeball to where they're going to come in, and you can both knock that target and thirst it up with relative ease. That's payback for positive. Number 12. Don't peek the same place. I can't tell you how often, not only have I seen this and I've farmed kills from it, but I've also gotten a little bit rowdy and done it wrong myself. If you've been filled up with lead, if your site, if your area is generally acknowledged by everyone to be pretty much a consensus for a bad idea to stick your head out of, why do you do it? Just don't do it. Number 13, sometimes don't take the fight. You'll see there's a guy here. We've just knocked his teammate. His job should be getting that dude up. He's going to take this fight. Now, he's got to get there somehow, but at the same time, peeking when there's guys above you who can see what you're doing is an absolute recipe for disaster. Oftentimes, it's far more important to just get your teammate up and move on with life than it is to take that fight. And this is especially at the end of the game. You can see there are 2 squads here fighting it out. I've fast forwarded this because it's just as stupid in slow motion, but here's me clearing a squad. All I've done is cleared that last duo for the 3 guys on my right. They now know exactly where I am, and they are just going to basically throw mollies and grens at this corner of the building until I have to walk out and get absolutely shit mixed. It's ridiculous. It's a bad idea. Doing it was embarrassing at the time, and I turned a surefire win into an absolute disaster. Good work, Bushka. Number 14, ADS more. Well, it helps. Aim down sights, aim down scope. You ADS like this, you hit more of your shots. And while you're ADSing, why not practice a little sway and spray? Move from side to side while you ADS. Makes you more accurate, makes it harder to get hit. I know, crazy idea. Accuracy, evasion, I like it. Number 15, airdrops are death traps late game. I want to ask you a question. If you don't have the balls to go for an airdrop when the circle is absolutely massive, then why do you think that doing it at the end of the game when everyone is looking at the airdrop is a good idea? When there's not many people left alive, the airdrop is like a huge big flashing sign saying shoot the bloody noob. Don't feel bad though, because you're not alone. I've done it so many times. It's human nature. Greed is good was the 80s, man. It's over. It's done. Move on with your life. Here's Bushka going to an airdrop with 16 other people left alive. In a huge surprise to all concerned, this guy's got a squad mate. That squad mate has a Groza because they got to the airdrop before me. And I get wrecked. And deservedly so. Number 16, coffee is for effing closers. So be a closer. Just stay calm. Like, the end of the game is where you put all this stuff into action. And generally, it's going to be under the pump. So the more you do it, the more you hot drop, the more you take engagements, the more you fight, the better you're going to be at staying calm in these late stage situations and winning games. Being a closer is all about process. Once you put these kind of things into your gameplay and you stop doing the stupid stuff that gets you killed, then you will find that you will actually win more games and you'll do it easier as well. You'll make good decisions, you'll pre-fire, You do all the stuff that the good players do to get across the line. And the more chicken dinners you make, the happier you're going to be. The better the family gets fed, the more the YouTube subscribers love it. God, me and Marky Wolf are going to waltz this one in. So remember, coffee is for closers. And closing works best when the humans are calm. And you're most calm when you've done the work. Things don't happen by accident. If you want to get better at the game, you've got to practice the freaking game. And practice with a purpose. It's good. Number 17. And this is important. Someone died for that crate. If I see a whole heap of crates on the ground, I'm not going, goody, there's a whole heap of crates on the ground. I'm going, man, there's a lot of crates on the ground. A lot of people have died there. Every time you go to a crate, it's very, very likely that someone has an overlook on that crate. And looting a crate when you absolutely don't need it in a high fire area is suicidal. And we all do it. It's all bloody fun and games. So when you run into a zone like this and I see a crate on the ground, I'm not thinking, let's go and look at the crate. I'm thinking someone must be nearby. And that allows you to make decisions based on good information, and it will save your life. Camping grub. Bloody camping grubs. Can't stand them. Number 18, cook your greens, you filthy animal. You wouldn't eat your steak raw. Well, some of us would. So when you get a gren and you pull the pin, hold on for it for a while so that when it lands and explodes nearly instantaneously, and that gives the guys that you're throwing it at very little time to get away. Cook them. 19, if you want to revive, move to cover, you lazy, lazy human. What I'm saying here is it's incumbent on the person who's in your squad to get you the revive, but it's incumbent on you as the person who is getting wrecked to actually get into a position where it's safe for them to revive you. This isn't hard. Like, this should be 101. If you get knocked, then you go and do the moving to the safe space. Not up to the guy doing the reviving to revive you in the open field. Number 20, DP28 is broken. And this is particularly for those of you who are new to the game. But, I mean, even some of the best YouTubers in the world, they run the DP28 all the time. I'm talking about you, mortal, you big grub. The recoil is non-existent. It's more laid back than a panda on Valium after a big night out. It just does absolutely nothing in terms of recoil. It's a dead shag, as they say in the classics. And it will perform at ridiculous ranges for a gun that's, you know, got a whole lot of rounds in the magazine. 21, try climbing on things. Just climb on things. Why? Well, it gives you great cover. People don't expect to see you on rooftops, and it elevates your view. And I don't mean it gives you a more expansive view of the universe. I mean, you get to shoot people from higher up. You can jump on all kinds of things. Look at this door jam. No one could get this crate. You know what? I killed a bloke. I took his crate. It was great. We had a good time. Number 22. You've probably heard me on my live streams as I'm landing. Get a gun, get a gun, get a gun, get a gun, get a gun. Don't muck around. Get the weapon and start shooting. Don't worry if you've got all the ammo. Just start pressing that button. Your auto pickup will take care of the rest. I can't tell you how often I see people who don't live by this mantra. But if you are not landing and preparing for immediate defense, then you're doing it wrong. One of the best way to get easy early game kills is to be super aggressive and be the first person to have an AR. That will guarantee you a whole lot more skill than the other bloke. When he's trying to do it and you've got a better gun, you're going to win. Number 23, car stop bullets. Keep your car with you at all times. I run my car into the final circle as often as freaking humanly possible, especially when I'm playing TPP and you get clowns that like to snake in the grass and be completely undynamic. And don't worry, we'll get to that in a wee short while here. Cars are excellent for this. When you are getting hit, you can start hitting a med kit. And while you're moving, while you're getting heals off, you can actually move. You can't move a lot, but you can move to a better position like that. And then you look and you see the bloke who's lying down in the grass like he's invisible and the grass is going to stop an AWM, which it doesn't. And then you just blow him the hell up and move on with life. Drive faster, drive smaller. What do I mean by that? When you're going really, really quick in PUBG Mobile, especially on bikes and things like that, if you make large movements in the steering area, you are going to slide out and it will be bad for you. I just absolutely hammered that dude. So you can see I'm going flat out. But look how often I'm touching the buttons. I'm making tiny, tiny, tiny little adjustments. They're not large, big turns. Tap, 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 tap. I'm tap, tap, tapping. I'm not holding. That's how you spin out. And then I take my hand off the accelerator button completely when I get up in the air. Watch. Because if you're accelerating when you land at a weird angle like that, the car will spin out. If you're not accelerating, the car just goes nice and straight. And hey, why not try using the road every once in a while? That's where your car goes the fastest. Hat tip for young players, that one. If your car is on fire and it's stopped a lot of bullets for you, then that is time to say goodbye to your car and not be next to it anymore. Because if you are next to a car and it blows up, you too will be the blown up. I mean, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Number 27, work out your own settings. This is important. All the best players in the world have spent a lot of time on these settings. The number one most important thing is ADS sensitivity. That is the actual area that is important, because when you are holding down the button and you're firing, it will go mad if you've got it 100% or 300% or whatever the case may be. What you want to do is have an ADS sensitivity that works for you. And the only way you find that out is practicing in the training rooms. Number 28, stop snaking. You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you're snaking and there is like 1,000 meters left in the zone. You are only invisible when snaking from like 100 meters away. This guy's in a bush. I mean, that is the most obvious place for you to be. I'm going to kill you. If you are snaking and you get hit by a round, then it is time to stand up and start running, because they can obviously effing see you. If you just keep crawling along, hoping it's going to get better, that the boo-boo will fix itself, you deserve to die. Grass stops rendering about 100 to 150 meters away. I haven't tested it this patch. So if you are lying down in the grass, it doesn't stop bullets. So don't effing do it, man. I can't believe how many of you just, and then they don't stand up. They're just like, I'll let you hit me as many times as you want. The invisible grass is going to save me. Stop it. Number 29, AWM is the God gun. Don't freaking peek the AWM. If you are in a sniper war and one of your mates gets knocked the F out by a guy with an AWM in a headshot at range, it is time to start getting extraordinarily worried, because this gun gives absolutely no Fs about whether or not you have a level 3 helmet. It will just sit you down. It's especially damaging in Final Circle. I mean, when you get towards the end of the game and you only get that one shot, man, it will put so much hurt into someone and it turns them in. Watch this guy here. I'm going to tag him once with the AWM in the shoulder. He hits me hard. I just go to the M416, tap him out. You hardly have to touch him. He just falls straight down. The gun is absolutely mesmerizing. It is such a powerful weapon, and it will literally increase your chances of winning a Final Circle once you learn to snipe by an exorbitant amount. Number 30, and the final, crash the party. If two squads are fighting, just seagull, man. Just absolutely seagull them. Sit there stealing chips. People in squad fights don't have a whole lot of time to focus on other things. You can just roll on up and completely take advantage of the worst situations. I mean, there's two squads fighting here. They're all over the place. What am I going to do? I'm just going to farm these guys down, man. I don't care. I've got no friends here. All I care about is getting the win. And if they're thirsty, you know, whatever, man. You just move around the corner. Go around the back. Look for the last guy left alive. Eat his teammates as they wait patiently to get revived. And then force him into some really bad decisions. That's what life's all about. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful for you. I'm Bushka. There is so much content here on my channel like this. I'm all about helping the humans. I am all about making the learning curve a lot easier for you. I am not about how flashy or fancy I am. And I can't tell you how privileged I feel to actually have hit 50k subs in such a short while. The community is wild. They are also really cool, and we've got a pretty good thing going here. Join the Discord server. The link is in the description below. I've got a t-shirt link in there. I've got the intro song down there that I wrote, all that kind of stuff. And just keep on choogling and being yourselves. You're the best. Love your humans. Be nice to your mum. Eat your veggies. Walk the dog. And stay safe on the battlefield. Until next time. Bye for now. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And like it too. You know, just help a brother out.